Your circumstance is just a manifestation of your old previous awareness of what you believed and assumed about you, love, men, women, or specifically about your specific person. There was something projected onto them. It's not your fault. So you can forgive yourself. We're not separate from God. God is within us. God is our infinite being. We are that having a human experience. All this time I was thinking Kim was right. It really works. Things are happening behind the scenes. I want to share a couple of emails, one from a subscriber who's been following me for a good amount of time, and another from a client, because I want you guys to know that your circumstance is not special or unique. You manifesting your specific person are not any different than anyone else. It's totally fine if you want to use placebos, techniques, and methods. If you believe in something, if you know that you're the power behind everything, that you're the creator of your life's experience, that everything is already existing right now. Time is an illusion, as we grew up believing and thinking that it was, that it's just a program. That's all that it is. So the past isn't even connected to the present moment. When you make manifesting your specific person so complicated and difficult, and you refuse to accept that your desire itself is the fulfillment of whatever it is that you want. And when you feel insecure and alone and fearful and in doubt, you are no longer seeing yourself as one with your infinite being. You're seeing yourself as separate. You're in your pain body, you're in your ego. And sometimes people are unknowingly trying to manifest, as if manifest is something that they're just starting to do now, but they're manifesting from the pain and the ego. Not your fault, but one of the ways that could be very empowering for you to manifest a healthy, loving, secure, respectful, passionate, everlasting relationship with you and your specific person is to recognize that the pain that you're feeling is from an experience that was your manifestation just being reflected back to you before you realized that you were the creator of your life's experience. So when you truly, truly understand that, and you accept that the law is real, that you are the law, okay, that reality, you and reality are, look at my little man, you and reality are one. You and everyone and everything, one. Okay. So when you accept this, then you can safely let go of the past, the illusory past, and you can forgive your person 1,000%. And you can also forgive yourself. And for some people who manifested that, you know that you and your person deeply love each other, but they said or did something, and you believe that they're now fearful to come back. Well, that's a story also. See them as accountable. See them as confident in themselves and in their love for you. Okay. And don't focus only on the apology, because when you do that, obviously you're not focusing on the end. You most likely will experience the apology, but then because you were focusing on the middle, then that is your manifestation. Okay. Don't get caught up in, so enjoy signs. Signs are always fun and wonderful to experience. I'm not gonna deny that they're not enjoyable. Of course they are. They're beautiful. But when people get too focused on the signs, then they, of course, keep manifesting more and more signs. When you see a sign, your specific person's name, certain angel numbers, a song, someone says something out of nowhere. You walk into a store, you hear a song that's not even common, but it's very specific. Those are just examples. Treat it that you're so thankful and grateful for the relationship that you're already in. So before I get further into this and read these emails, please do like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel. It helps me grow. If you want me to be your coach to help you manifest anything related to your true love, specific person, mirror soul, email a short description to kim@coreunion.com. Go to my website, coreunion.com, book either a single session or a package. My scheduling assistant, Olga, will get back to you with my next available session. First, let me read this and then I'll read the email from my client. And I intend that this inspires you to understand that your circumstance is just a manifestation of your old previous awareness of what you believed and assumed about you, love, men, women, or specifically about your specific person. There was something projected onto them. It's not your fault. So you can forgive yourself. So, hi, Kim. I've been watching your videos for about 8 months now. I have a few manifestation channels I used to watch, but after a while, I only kept watching yours. Thank you for your teachings. You are truly an inspiration and a blessing. So sweet. Me and my SP had complete silence for a year and 2 months. Just a bit of backstory. Long story short, we dated 20 years ago when we were in college. We were in our 20s. Then we broke up and didn't contact each other for years. 4 years, yeah. This was before Facebook even existed. We are now in our 40s. Last year we reconnected and started seeing each other. He said he was single, but in fact he wasn't. He had a girlfriend, which was also his girlfriend in college. And they have been dating for a few years. His girlfriend found out and forced him to break up with me over the phone. I tried to contact him afterwards, but he had blocked me. I don't practice what you said every day, but whenever I remember, I would. Whenever I miss him, I'd always imagine us together, happy, safe, and loving each other. I'd play the song Risk It All by Bruno Mars again and again. And also, I Do Cherish You by 98 Degrees. These are some romantic songs I'd listen to while manifesting my SP, and they get me into a loving mood. I'd imagine us being happy together. I'd use AI to create photos of us dancing, imagining us having a nice holiday by the beach. I had done this since I started following your channel, I think around November 2025. Whenever I get triggered, whenever my negativity said to me he chose his college girlfriend over me, I would affirm he will come back healed, honest, and ready to love me. I would imagine the best case scenario. And I kept reminding myself the quote you said, we are not a drop in the ocean. We are the mighty ocean in a drop. And that is Rumi basically explaining that we're not separate from God. God is within us. God is our infinite being. We are that having a human experience. So I wrote that on a sticky note and stuck it on my bathroom wall. That's really good to write down reminders. I do want to mention something before I go on about this. When she said, whenever I get triggered, whenever my negativity said to me, he chose his college girlfriend over me, I would affirm he will come back healed, honest, and ready to love me. So a little bit of a tweak that I'm saying for the person who wrote this, as well as all of you, that trigger was basically an emotion saying that I'm not chosen, I'm not loved, or something, I'm not good enough. So disconnect that emotion from your person before you start affirming for him. Detach this emotion from him because this emotion was active in you before you guys even met. And instead, just give yourself love in that moment. Literally, let yourself feel the emotion of not feeling chosen. Let it rise up. It wants to go. It literally wants to go. But give yourself love through it. Don't reject yourself. Don't ignore yourself. Don't block that little part of you because then we experience people rejecting and ignoring us and blocking us. Why? Because we're not choosing ourselves. We're not loving ourselves. So I'll get back to the story in a second. So do that instead of going right in on affirming for your person. Then after you've given yourself love, obviously, I think it's always good to do revision from things from the past. If you don't want to, fine. But then surrender it all, hand it all over, because you're in a lower level of consciousness, which means you're in your ego. If you're in your ego, you don't need to keep trying to manifest from your ego. Surrender, hand it over, get back into oneness and an alignment with your infinite being, God, universe, source, the light, creator, whatever you want to call that, doesn't matter. And then go into the affirmations about him. Okay. So funny enough, I haven't been practicing much these couple of months as I was just focusing on pouring love into myself. I decluttered my house, chucked out a few things, and donated lots of clothes. I also lost some weight. I started working out. I bought myself flowers and I go out to nice cafes by myself. I have to admit, some days I was so busy loving myself, putting myself as a priority, I've even forgotten about him. I guess this might be what they call detachment, maybe. And yes, that is a form of detachment. On Sunday, 3 days ago, I received a text. His name popped up on my phone. I couldn't believe it. I stared at my phone and started shaking, and I came down in tears. I waited for 5 hours before I replied to him because I needed to be calm and in the right mindset. All this time, I was thinking Kim was right. It really works. Things are happening behind the scenes. And I will say one thing, you can do all of these things that she described as part of choosing yourself and loving yourself and continuing to see the highest and best of your person and imagine you guys together. And then when they reach out, you still might get a little thrown off, but it may not be as drastic as shaking and in tears and needing to wait that long because it feels normal to communicate. And so when they communicate, when they come back, which they will, it would feel like, of course, of course, and almost like maybe a little chuckle inside. We texted a bit. Then I asked him if he could call. We talked on the phone that night and spoke for over an hour. He apologized and he said, very sorry. He said he was very sorry for taking him so long to reach out. I asked him why he's reaching out now, and he said that he missed me. I had a feeling him and his girlfriend were having problems, but I just kept calm and I listened to him. Although him and his girlfriend are still together, at least things are moving. And my job is just to trust and surrender. That's correct. And not to keep thinking about him and the third party. Remember, the third party was just a manifestation of your own fear of intimacy because of whatever that was inside of you from before you met him. So from time to time, I had your voice in my head saying, live in the end. I was a little gutted to hear him say he and his girlfriend are still together. But he said that they're mainly talking about work stuff nowadays and they are not even living together. I told him he should keep distance with me, otherwise he is leading me on and it's not fair to me. Whenever I hear myself saying, you shouldn't have said that, I have another voice saying, you can't mess up what's meant for you. Perfect. Although I still love him and I also have boundaries. Very good. I know this is just the beginning. I just need to let things unfold in divine timing. What's meant for us would never miss us. I am so glad I came across your videos on YouTube. Thank you so much, Kim. I know he's the love of my life. Otherwise, we wouldn't reconnect after 20 years. And you have to also, if you know he's the love of your life, he knows you're the love of his life. Okay. Despite all the circumstances, I know in my heart we belong together, and so does he. I will keep practicing what you taught me, loving myself, living in the end, trust and surrender. Feel free to share this on YouTube. I just want to say the ones that is manifesting their SP, things are indeed happening behind the scenes, even after a year and 2 months. We just need to have faith, stand firm, and believe it that it will. Thank you so much again, Kim. I love you, and I love you too. So I don't have time to actually read the other success story that I will probably film that in the next day or two, but I think you're doing incredibly well. And for anybody else who's watching, there are two little subtle tweaks that I would do here is again, that part when the emotion of feeling rejected came up, don't go right into affirming for your person. That is not giving that little part of you the love that it needs. So let the feelings be there. Let yourself feel it and then give yourself love to it. Okay, I won't go into that again. I already said it in the video, so you can go back and hear what I said. And then the other part, don't worry about the third party. It's already dissolving. It's literally already dissolving. And it's not that you're allow yourself to realize that life is like a movie. I've done so many videos of this in the past. Life is like a game, it's like a movie, it's like a simulation. I'm not going to get too much into that in today's video. There are videos in the quantum shifting um, playlist and other videos from hundreds, I was going to say hundreds of years ago. I have hundreds of videos talking about quantum shifting, infinite realities, a lot of helpful information. There's a library of videos, a lot of success stories, a lot of my own success stories and success stories of people who have manifested life together with their specific person with all different circumstances. Okay. But anyway, um, so if you're tired of feeling this sadness and the emptiness that was your previous awareness, your previous belief system that only got reflected back to you from your person, you can get up out of that movie, walk across the hall, and go to the theater playing the happy, loving, secure relationship with you and your true love. You don't have to keep writing this these characters into your movie. Let the third party go. You have to let her go. You have to let her go and let her go be with the love of her life. So you can be with the love of yours and your love can be with you. All right. So don't worry about third parties. Third parties, as you know, will come in all different forms. You have to let the third party go. Receive the message down below. Affirm, I know and understand that I am the creator of my life. I trust and I know that all of my desires are done. Me and my true love are deeply in love with each other. We love our home life together. We're happy. I love you so much. Have an amazing day. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.